in the work that I've done.
It's cool.
Yeah.
I'm
Don't
sure.
try and sow dissent, Adam.
I was just questioning, just curious.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Welcome, everybody, to episode 241 of the You Can't Comp This NBA Trading Card Podcast. We are your hosts, Adam, Amy, and Russell Gibson. You're back in your office, Russell.
I'm back. I'm very sad to be back. I'm not going to lie to you.
Nice trip abroad.
People have been saying to me, like, welcome back when I've been seeing people. I'm like, I'm not really happy to be home.
You're welcome, though. Welcome back. Welcome back.
I'm not happy to be home. I had such a good time. I love America.
It was, I don't know. I watched a couple of those games you were at, and yeah, there's some fun
Did
stuff.
you see
happening.
me on TV?
No.
I need to go back because a couple of the games I reckon, I'm certain to be on TV.
Wait, which game? I've got League Pass.
So the Memphis Utah game, I was behind the bench, and the San Antonio. Who did the Spurs play? God, my memory's terrible.
The Utah was Memphis Boston.
Maybe it was. Sorry, maybe my memory is foggy. It was San Antonio, Utah.
Yeah.
And then I sat behind the bench for Memphis, and
It was Boston. I'm pretty sure it was Boston.
yeah, there was also the Detroit game though. I reckon it was the Boston game. I had the better seats.
They're really good
though.
seats. Yeah. It looked like you were behind, like you were right where the players were.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Actually, I might start with that story now. I know I've got that later into the show, but then we can keep it a bit slicker. So this is a little bit of a personal story. I bought tickets from SeatGeek. This is my strategy. So
Nice. Yep.
this is my strategy that I've worked on for a little while now. If the game is a popular game, you buy them outside of the game as far as you can.
Yep.
If people aren't buying the tickets, you wait until as close to tip off as you can to buy the tickets, even buying them like as the game is tipping off.
Okay.
And I learned that in Chicago. That's the best way to do it. Also too, like if you get to a point in 1 or 2 hours before, because people start to dump off the tickets, like once it gets closer to the game, people actually actively reduce the price down. So until you just buy something until you're happy. So I bought a ticket in row C, which I was like, great, row C. When I got down to my seat, the usher was like, oh, you know that you don't need to use the bathroom up the top. You can go out the back. I was like, out the back? I've never been out there. So I was like, great, I'm going to walk down the back. Also, there's your own bar out the back. There's the VIP area, which I tried to get into, but my ticket wouldn't let me get into that. So I was like, okay, that's cool. But I got to stand at the tunnel. So if you saw some of the pictures on Instagram where I was like underneath, like that's what that ticket was there. So
that is so cool.
And look, I'm going to, sort of confess my feelings, to the world. I felt a little bit choked up at the time because I was like, part of it was I didn't know I was buying that when I bought it. So the surprise of it was one thing. And then I would love to have that experience, but I never thought I would have that experience because typically, you would sort of associate with something being, big price tag, la, la, la. But actually, Memphis it's very cheap. It's like, I reckon only half of the stadium was sold out, to be honest with you. The feeling, the vibe I get in Memphis is it's a bit like the Pelicans vibe where it's not a basketball town. I think they're football towns and they're college football town. You know what I mean?
Okay.
They're an NBA town, but that's not the primary ticket, in town. So
it's not the big sport in town.
Yeah. Look, and it also could be too that it was the preseason and Ja wasn't playing and all that type of stuff. But I just kind of get the vibe there that it's not super popular. But anyway. Thanks for listening. I definitely was having a moment when I was under there. I'm not going to lie to you, though. It was pretty sweet. Yeah.
That's cool.
This week's show, we're going to talk about the Wondershine. We're going to talk about the Topps debut patches. We've got some amazing Warriors championship cards with Klay Thompson and Steph Curry. We're going to announce the winner of our giveaway. We've got a Wemby recap. We've got an ad from Neon Trading Cards. We're going to talk WNBA, which we should have done last week, but we just ran out of time. Kevin Durant Topps Retro, Topps Downtown cards. I've called them that. It's just a rip off.
I know. I've seen that. I actually like the look of those cards. Anyway.
Yeah, it's okay. I still think it's a rip off. Anyway, there's a bit more stuff to go through, but we'll see if we get to it. I won't do what we did last week, announce it all and not talk about it. So
fair. All right.
We're going to start off with Jared Begg's message that he sent to us. Hey, mate, just listening to episode 238. A card or cards for the Wondershine Index. There is a set of PSA Fleer MJ rookies that is personally signed and left a little note on each card. I think it's a set of 10 different autos or something similar to that, and Golden had them for auction, I'm pretty sure. I think that is a fantastic suggestion for the Wondershine sheet, and I don't think he's bought and purchased them, because my recollection of those sales, it was much earlier than when he, publicly declared himself creating this Wondershine Index. However, I think we should put it onto the sheet. We're building a spreadsheet at the moment of speculative and confirmed Wondershine cards. At the moment, we've only got 3 cards confirmed on it, but I'm going to keep building that up, and we'll share that publicly at some point. Let's get on to a speculative card to the Wondershine Index. It is a Steph Curry National Treasures horizontal RPA.
Is this going to be one of those things where every time a card sells for like $500,000 or more, we're going to speculate that it's Wondershine?
So my analogy on this is like, I don't know how you're feeling. So we both live in Melbourne, and if you guys are following the news in Melbourne, it's not great when it comes to crime reporting and also home invasions. Every time I hear like little feet or people walking around my house at night, I'm 50%. I'm like, is this a home invasion, or is this my kid wet the bed again? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so every big card that I'm currently seeing at the moment, I'm like,
that's it.
50-50 chance it's a Wondershine card, right?
It's got to be a Wondershine, right?
Yeah. At $675K, you would make the argument this is not high enough end, or it's not low numbered enough to be Wondershine. However, I actually think this is a really good buy at this particular price.
Number to 99, though, like it's not a... Like
so do you think it's 10. Overpriced in that case then for
maybe
$675?
Well, maybe it's correctly priced, but I just think as far as a Wondershine investment, I think a number to 10 or lower would be one of those.
Okay. Look, I actually
But it might be the Wondershine version of Pocket Change.
Yeah.
$675K. That's insane.
I just thought that it was like a really good value card.
Do you reckon it's the Curry? It'll be one of the Curries? Because I think Curry's got to go in there at some point.
Look, maybe you're right. Maybe this is not a Wondershine card. It's just a really good pickup at the price point.
But private sale does give you the Wondershine.
Yeah, that's right. And the wire transfer. Yeah. The next one that broke last week, and this is confirmed that he's a Wondershine card. This just broke after we did the podcast.
That's right, because we recorded in the Sunday morning when you and I spoke. Yeah. And then I think
this broke literally just after the podcast.
Yeah, we were talking about it, and I'm like, what, another one?
2018-19 flawless Luka Doncic Logoman autograph 1 of 1, sold for $4.7 million. Verified by the buyer with a screenshot of the invoice and the wire transfer. So again, that's very similar to the purchase details of the previous one. And so let's just hold that for a second before we start celebrating too much, because Darren Rovell commented on a post that was put up by the Collectibles Guru.
Yeah.
Basically just saying exactly what we just said then. And I'm going to read word for word what Rovell said. So question. So I believe the last known owner of this card was Shine, who was one of the 3 principals of Secure or the Wondershine Index team, right? Yeah. Did Secure sell it to themselves for $4 million plus? The last known offer on this card was in the $2 million range. Can we get some attempt at transparency, Team Secure? I'm here to chat. There's no reply from Team Secure on this.
Of course not. Does that mean if this is true, are we calling them Wonder Shill?
Yeah, that's right. So what's your take on this? Your take is it's like a shill purchase.
Well, but all right. So I think there's 2 sides to it. I do believe that it makes sense if I own a card. So say, I don't know, one of the friends of the show, say Joe, you and myself start the Oz version of Wondershine, and we're going to start buying cards up, right?
What would our buy-in to this syndicate be?
$100. We're not going to be big spenders. We're going to go and have dinner, break a couple of boxes of cards, and
Oh.
invest minor amounts of money. But it is like
exclusively though. It's a very exclusive
exactly
club,
right.
Yeah.
Well, then we'll make 4 because Al comes along as well, and we'll break cards and we'll all put equal amounts in. Now, in this imaginary little
less exclusive club,
somewhat less exclusive than Wondershine Club that we're starting, right? If I want to contribute a card to the pool, how does that get recorded as far as if we've got equal share? If we're all contributing fiscally 25% each, there are 4 of us.
Yeah.
And I have a card that's worth $1,000. What happens? Does the group buy it off me for $1,000? And then it becomes the group's card.
I think that is what's happened in this particular scenario. If you're recreating,
yeah, and that's the hypothetical, right? Or is Shine gone? Oh, well, this is the price I want for it. Is the group happy to pay for it? 25% of the vote says yes.
Yeah.
And then they all say, yeah, cool. So then they pay from the joint funds. They pay out. So then it's a co-owned card.
100%.
So I think that little bit of transparency is completely reasonable and rational. However, the price and the previous price are something that I think does warrant that bit of regulation, because that could be perceived as shilling. It's setting a new price for the card.
So my take on this is that if you're going to be spending this amount of money, you need somebody consulting for you that's going to give you good advice.
Spot on.
And so that is worth something, right? So sure. I'm just making, this is completely hypothetical, and this is all speculative here, but
of course,
I think if you would then try and repay somebody for that, one of the ways you might pay him for his services is to overpay for a particular card that he owns that's going to the index. So that's one way. The other benefit of that, doing that for them too, is that might also increase other Luka Doncic's out there in the community at the moment. So I'm putting a very positive spin on that. On a negative way, then you can also say then that it false inflates the value of other Luka Doncic cards currently out there in the market. So, I don't think it's a great thing, and I agree with you. I think there should be some transparency on there. But I would also say too, like, Shine has to be getting paid somewhere along the line here, and if this is how they're doing it, it kind of makes sense in a weird sort of way. This next part, I think we should probably also add into it too, and I'm going to read from, 2 sources on this. I have the screenshot of him after he was incarcerated from his prison stay. So there is that to add on to it too. And then I'm going to say allegedly here, at MWJ5596, known convict Shine laundering money, selling cards to himself at 2x value. There is a story here, but it's got nothing to do with sports cards. So I think it's not outside of the realms of what this, man is known for too. So this is not exactly, outrageous in any sort of stretch of the thing. I would hope that Mr. Wonderful knows what he's getting himself into here while he's doing business with this gentleman.
There'd have to be a level of due diligence done.
Yeah.
Knowing, surely.
All right. I think we've said everything we need to say here, haven't we, without flogging a dead horse, yeah?
Well, I'm sure every time a card that goes for more than $1 million pops up, we are. It says private sale.
50% of us is like, yes, this
Wondershine.
is Wondershine. Yep.
Another Wondershine, a potential Wondershine sale will be the new tagline for all $1 million sales.
This is from @Tops. Breaking this season, all NBA rookies will wear a debut patch on their jersey. After a player makes their on-court debut, the patch will be removed from their jersey and placed into a one-of-one autographed trading card.
Nice.
These cards will be randomly inserted into sealed packs releasing in 2026. All right, so I am going to roast Tops as hard as I can whenever I can. I'm also going to compliment Tops when they do something good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
This is effing amazing. I don't know a lot about this other than I know they currently do it in baseball already, and it's very well received. They're very collectible cards. I think this is going to go down in a very meaningful way in the NBA space. I think people are going to want these. They're going to chase them. I think that in the context of, let's go back to the Wondershine, where they're buying logo and patches and they're rating these cards, as a very collectible commodity. I think these debut patches will be considered not as meaningful as a Logoman, but I think very close to it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is my interpretation of how they'll be received. I think it's fantastic. Where are you at with these, Ad?
I like it. I like the idea of the debut patch. It actually is a tangible, functional addition to the collecting roster.
Yeah.
We've talked about game worn and all the rest of it, right?
Yeah.
Like there's
Game
all
one to a date and a game, you can label it down to that. I love that
there's
stuff.
and that's always been problematic with regards to there's a bit of the letter here, or this is from their debut. It's from their debut, and the jersey itself can be cut up and used. That whole jersey can be like, they can have the 1 of 1, they can have a number to 10 and a number to, do you know what I mean?
I'm sure they will. Yeah, I'm sure
like they can make a lot of patches out of one jersey.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think this is good. The other little bit to this, I believe there was a thing about the award winners also getting a special logo on their jersey as well. So that might also be used.
I think that was MVP, wasn't it?
Yeah, award. Anyone that got a named award, MVP, Finals MVP, Eastern Conference, Western Conference MVP, scoring leader, steal, defensive player, sixth man of the year. All of those players, I think, the major award winners that have got named awards.
Almost sounds like army lapels in some way. So if you won multiple awards, then you'd have like multiple patches on your jersey. That's kind of sick, actually.
So, and that's the thing. Like you've, if you're the scoring leader from last year, you go, every uniform you wear this year goes with it's like I'm the scoring leader.
Yeah, cool.
It's a badge of honor.
The way I saw it, it was almost like a patch on the back of the jersey, though. Ad? Is that
I'm not sure. It probably helps the referees give the MVP treatment to SGA and call all that, or non-calls with the fouls. It's just so in case they get confused, they go, you've got to treat him specially.
You sound salty.
A little bit.
Let's go to a break. Neon Trading Cards, thank you very much for your sponsorship and willingness to work with us. We are very grateful for you. Go to neontradingcards.com. There you can find all of their listed breaks. Also find them on Whatnot. They are a Topps official partner, and this is important because they are currently one of the 2 breakers in Australia who are the official Topps dealers breaking new product. Wemby jersey autographs, LeBron licensed jersey autographs, Cooper flag autographs. One of the few places in the world where you can get direct access to the product. Listing Topps flagship for a midnight break this Thursday. So guys, we are recording this on Sunday Australian time. These breaks are coming this week. If you want in, go to neontradingcards.com where you'll be seeing midnight breaks. You can get
midnight
them immediately.
Breaks.
Yeah. As soon as they can break it, they will be breaking it. Bit of V drink, maybe a C4 for the lads. Get them going through the night. Thanks again to Neon Trading Cards. We appreciate it. Alrighty, Adam, we're back. How are you, buddy?
We're back. I'm good. Trying to figure out different ways we can incorporate those patches into the jerseys.
Yeah. Yep.
Sure, Topps will capitalize.
This is from our friends at Card Ladder. I want to talk to you about this one, Ad, because this speaks to my soul. Clay Thompson, 2018 Panini Kaboom, green 1 of 1, recently sold for $110,000. The previous sale of this. Now, where did I see this? I haven't got it written down. This card has gone up exponentially. I think the sale before this was something like 10,000. Like it's literally
really
10x in cash. So why did I want to talk to you about this? like for me, I kind of find like this, say like Tim Duncan, Kawhi Leonard, Klay Thompson, guys who are NBA champions. It's a bit unfair to put Klay into the same sentence as Tim Duncan, but you kind of know what I mean. Like they're not getting
Yeah,
the
yeah,
hobby
yeah,
love.
yeah, for sure,
So
for
for
sure.
me to see this card go for 100,000+ US dollars, it's just music to my ears. I absolutely love this. I also think too we need to put the crown on the head of what kabooms are at this point in time. Like these cards, it's not even saying they're going to be the next PMGs for me
They're
at this point.
modern PMGs.
They are the PMGs of this era. Like that's
Yeah,
it. Like there's
for
nothing else
sure.
to be said about that. I think kabooms are absolute kings. If you can afford a kaboom, buy it and just put it away. It's a long-term investment. Buy the cheap ones, buy the expensive. You know what I mean? Just buy them and put them away.
Just buy
Buy
kabooms.
them and flip them. You know, that's totally fine. But kabooms are where they're at, honestly. Um, what else would you like to add to this card, Ed?
Nothing. That's
Yeah,
I couldn't have put it better myself. These are modern day PMGs,
yeah,
and the numbered ones especially.
yeah, yeah. So this next card is a bit of a funny one, but I want to bring this up and talk about it anyway. I put these two cards together because they were the backcourt teammates in their championship years, and even though Clay plays for Dallas now, I can't believe it still. It's like he's, no longer a Warrior. It's just kind of weird. This is the 2024 Donruss Optic Steph Curry Slammy Gold, numbered to 10, PSA 10. He sold for 38,284. Look, I'm really indifferent about this card because I think these are really cool low end inserts that,
Mm.
the artwork is great, the concept is fun, but am I paying $38,000 to have a little bit of joy in my pocket? I don't know about this. That really came out weird and wrong. Would I would I pay 38,000 to put a card like this into my super special card collecting box? Like, I don't think so. Like, it's
Yeah, some
no.
of the comments are pretty brutal in the
Oh, is it?
on this.
Okay.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we are in a bubble.
Yeah.
So many other Curry cards one could spend 38K on.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think there is other, like a Curry rookie card you might be better off
I
trying to
feel like
get
the
one.
most diplomatic comment there. Whoever paid that deserves the card. Yeah, fair.
So let's just break this down then. Why did somebody pay this much money for this card?
Because it says PSA 10 on it. Grades a 10. It's Steph Curry. Yeah, it hits a couple of key triggers for future investment, I guess.
So the narrative that we've been pushing the last couple of years with Steph Curry is that he's undervalued.
Mm-hmm.
So is it possible that, and I don't think,
Wait, this is a gold to 10. It's a number to 10 Curry.
yeah, but still 38K, that's a lot.
Okay.
And by the way, I don't think we're exclusively, like, we're not breaking news by us saying that Curry's undervalued, but let's just stick with that narrative that that's what people think. Do you think that now actually people are on board with that and maybe the pendulum has swung
Maybe.
too far in the other direction? Like, is that something that's now happened?
I think this is more of an exception than the rule. I think people might be on the lookout, and if they've got more dollars than cents, then they might just buy something that's a little bit off.
Well, the only I I kind of agree with what you're saying, but I also push back at the same time because this is the second Steph Curry we've had in today's show
Yeah, but like, yeah, obviously
that have
there's
had quite strong sales.
yeah. But I mean, you've seen the strong performance from the Prism ones, like the number to 10 Prism stuff going for ridiculous money makes sense. It's Prism, right?
Yeah.
So maybe the person that bought this just went, it's number to 10. It might not be the most premium of set, but it's an insert set. It's numbered to 10, and it's got. Do you know the one thing it's got going for it?
What's that?
And there's not a lot of the cards around. It's the night pose.
Yeah.
Do you know how much you have to pay for a timeless moment, Steph Curry, with the night? And it's not
Well,
numbered to 10. It's numbered to a lot more.
probably not 38K.
20.
So
It's a $20,000 card, and it's numbered a lot higher. So that said, I probably would want the timeless moment. So
just really quick comp though, 2009 Topps Chrome Steph Curry refractor number to 500, PSA 9 that last sold for 25,000.
Okay.
BGS 9.5, population on that's 100. That last sold for 51,000. Like, the PSA 10 is expensive. That's nearly $100,000. So, in that same
Fair, fair,
budget,
fair.
like, would you like the PSA 9 with $13,000 in change?
Always nice to have a bit of change. Go and buy some other bits and pieces. I don't know.
I'm doubling down. I think that's a really weird purchase ad.
I still think it's a weird purchase, but I like the fact
Yeah.
that it's got the night night. I do like the night night.
Yeah, that's fine. We're going to talk about our own promotion now. We put up a promotion in the last week or so on our Instagram for a giveaway. Thank you, everybody who did participate. That was, in my opinion, it was a very successful giveaway for us. It got a bit more traction onto our Instagram. We had 100 or so people commenting, 93 comments in total. So that's fantastic for us. We don't get a lot of engagement on Instagram. Our winner is jdrip.au. So if you own the account, jdrip.au, DM us on Instagram, say hello, give us your address. I will post you out that blaster box this week. My week is looking pretty good this week. There's no reason I can't get to the post office. Yeah, that's it. I think we're going to do a couple more giveaways, Ad. I think
That was good. Yeah,
fun.
it was. It was good. It was good.
I think we might do some singles. I think we might do some sealed boxes and just sort of mix it up, every couple of weeks. I think that's
Got any Donruss optic slammies?
I mean, I might, but definitely not numbered to 10 Steph Currys.
What about Jam? You said you had a lot of Jam Masters.
I got a lot of Jam Masters. I've definitely got a fair few Spud Web Jam Masters just lying around, Dad. Yeah.
Very nice.
Alrighty, Tales from America. I did get to see Wemby. It was amazing. Do I put it into the same category as seeing LeBron James in person in terms of the aura? No, not quite. I didn't see Wemby's aura. I swear to you, I saw an aura hovering over LeBron James, though, and I'm going to stick with that narrative until the day that I die. How do you compare seeing Wemby to LeBron? They're both freakish, so and I think we can talk about this a little bit now. In that he's allegedly now he's 7'5". Some people are suggesting he's 7'6". So seeing a man with that much size and agility, and the way that he has to now dribble the ball and sort of bend right down. Have you seen him dribble now? He has to bend over the ball.
A little bit of
It's weird, man. He's so tall but so agile. It's this really strange combination.
It's weird. I don't know. I worry about his height. I do worry that it's going to cause health problems.
What do you think about his highlights so far from this season? Because you've seen the dream shake, you've seen the up and unders, you've seen the 3 points in transition. He's looking good, isn't he? Right?
There's some early buzz that he's going to be in the not just the defensive player of the year conversation.
Yeah.
There's genuine rumblings that this man is going to be in the MVP discussion. In fact, I did an NBA fantasy draft this morning.
Yeah.
This guy's a top 5 pick.
I've got no problem with that.
I was going to be a real smartass and go, he was actually considered as the number 1 pick. He was taken second, but yeah.
So so fine, give me your top 5 in the league at the moment then.
Nikola Jokic.
Sure, yep.
Wemby. I'll put Wemby in there.
Sure, yeah, that's fine.
Luka Doncic.
Okay.
SGA.
Definitely.
And Giannis.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
this is considering Halliburton and Tatum are both injured, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So Tatum doesn't.
It makes it a little bit easier, doesn't it? Yeah.
Scary though, isn't it?
It's fun though. I think the league at the moment is in a really fun place because we haven't touched on Ja Morant. We haven't touched on Zion.
He's not at the moment. Ja Morant's not a top 20 player though.
And my algorithm at the moment is just going crazy for Zion. I don't know if the NBA is actually paying to put all these Zion clips out there to sort of get the buzz going again with that guy. But
we had a couple of jokes this morning where instead of how the All-Stars are going to be the world versus America.
Yeah.
The follow it next year, if they hadn't already done that for this year, next All Star game should be the Ozempic All Stars, and we're gonna have Zion, we're gonna have Joel Embiid, we're gonna have Luka Doncic, and then we'll find a
Yeah.
couple of others that have
Yeah.
dropped some weight. You know who
Yeah, I
won't be
love
on
it.
that team? James Harden. He will not be on that team. Or Westbrook, apparently. He was left out of the Sacramento game for conditioning reasons because he's only just signed on.
Wow.
Anyway.
I mean, you give him a pass on that.
Fair.
Like, yes, I mean, you haven't mentioned Embiid, Cade Cunningham, Edwards, Booker, Anthony Davis. Like, there's a lot of talent in the league at the moment. I think it's really fun.
I think
I think it's fun. I
is
think this year is going to be this is going to be a good
There's
year.
a lot of changing of the guard, though. I think the likes of the Stephs and the LeBrons and things are starting to drift just out of the spotlight and these new...
into their twilight, 100%.
Correct.
Yeah. So, Wemby Silver PSA 10 currently trading at $925. The population on this is wild, though. 4,779. That's just on the silver PSA 10s.
Yeah.
Looking at the total population of the card, it's up to 8,000 with 5,000 total gems. This data is as per Card Ladder / Gem Rate. Obviously, Gem Rate is doing all the back end hard work for this.
Still growing.
Ryan, if you're out there, mate, we love you. Hope you're well, mate.
So from the end of the season, it's actually gone up another couple of hundred.
Yeah, so I was just looking at the last 4 weeks or 1 month, it's up 32%. I think that buzz is warranted. I think the hype around this kid is real.
Oh yeah, but in addition, I meant the population's gone up a couple of hundred. I meant.
Oh, okay.
Sales growth data.
Yeah.
Sales growth data in the last 6 months, it's actually up 38%. Yeah, you're right.
Mm.
It was back in April this year. It was 667.
Yeah, right.
Last sale was 925.
Okay, well that's good buying for the guys that picked him up at that spot.
But that's like, look at that growth off season. Now, bear in mind he was injured.
Mm.
He got that injury, and that was probably the low point. Yeah. So,
look, I just think you need to be really careful with buying Wembies, and I think there's 2 things to really quickly touch on before we go to a break. The population is damn outrageous, and then his rookie autographs are all unlicensed. So, do I know
crazy, isn't it?
The answer to this? I think numbered Prism cards is probably your best bet at this point
for genuine rookie stuff.
Yeah, because also too, like, I think a lot of that flawless stuff that came out, I'm not even sure, and maybe not flawless, but the NT, I don't think any of it was game worn. So, like, for me, he's, I think he's a fantastic prospect. This is not what I'm touching on. It's more just what is the right card to buy? I think that's what's really going through my head at the moment. I think that's All right, let's go to a break, and we will talk about our friends at Fast Break Trading Cards. Fast Break Trading Cards, thank you so much for your ongoing support. We are very grateful for everything that you've done for us. The lads are currently in Macau or coming home from Macau. It's probably the best way to be saying it.
Just returned from Macau.
Yeah, so I hope you had a fantastic trip over there. We can't wait to hear about your travels. Go to fastbreaktradingcards.com for all of your sealed product, singles, protection, and grading needs. Also, go down to 75 Tulip Street, Cheltenham, Victoria. Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays now. Fridays 12 till 6, Saturdays 9 till 5, Sundays 10 till 4. And the Thursday trading hours is actually not on this page that I'm currently looking at, but I definitely know that they are open. The guys are fantastic at customer service. They genuinely care about people in the community. They'll give you good, honest advice. If you go down to their store, they've also got really well-curated singles boxes, $1, $5, $10, $20.
Yeah.
Stuff in the cabinets. They'll buy and sell cards off you too. They'll do trades with you. They're all about it. They know what's up. Thank you guys at Fast Break Trading Cards. Alrighty. My next one on the list is Dylan Harper. He is the rookie from the San Antonio Spurs. Very small sample size for me, but the way I would describe this guy is a true NBA point guard. He knows how to just play. He's a floor general.
Mm.
He's really good at setting people up. I thought that he had NBA pace and speed in game one. And I think to see a rookie having that much composure, even at high speeds, was really, really good to see. I'm really excited about Dylan Harper on the court. The only thing I'm a bit confused about with the Spurs is like, how do you fit in De'Aaron Fox, Stephon Castle, and Dylan Harper? I was having a conversation about this with an Uber driver, and he was saying,
as you do.
So his opinion was Dylan Harper should come off the bench, Castle and Fox should start, and Harper should earn his spot. And so my response to that was, well, in 1 month or 2 months' time, Harper's going to be the starting point guard. They're going to be playing Fox as the sort of hybrid combo two guard, and Castle's going to be either traded or he's going to be coming off the bench. I actually hope that they make a trade for that team and sort of just unblock that logjam, because I think particularly with young players who just want to come out and play, I think sometimes having that logjam, particularly behind someone like De'Aaron Fox, who they've just basically paid a supermax to, it can be very disheartening. Like, this is not a good comparison, but think about like Darko Milicic. So he's drafted, he's playing behind Rasheed Wallace, he's playing behind Ben Wallace, and who else did they have at that time? Like, they had a whole bunch of really good veterans on that Detroit team, and
sure,
I kind of feel like maybe in a different scenario, Darko would have worked out much differently, and I feel I very much agree with that sort of rule in principle, whereas you want to let people have their role and their time on the court. So that's what I'm pushing for in that space there. Please, free Stephon Castle. That's my hot take for the Spurs.
I think they'll work it out. I think they'll work it out gradually through the year. And just to clarify, Fox is injured for the first couple of weeks of the season.
Yeah, I mean, it gives you fantastic injury protection, doesn't it?
True.
And insane depth on your team, like it's pretty wild. All right, Ace Bailey. Ace Bailey was drafted by the Jazz. If you didn't read about him in the offseason, he didn't report to the Jazz because he didn't want to play there. He wanted to play in a major market. He held out signing his rookie contract in the hope that the Utah Jazz would trade him. They were also very public about this, and basically Danny Ainge called their bluff and drafted him anyway. He has now reported to Utah. He's signed the contract. He's been on the court. I personally think that Ace Bailey is already better than 75% of the talent in the NBA now. The things that he can do on the court in terms of catching and shooting, rising up over screens, using the penetration to go around screens and in and again creating space was fantastic. I think that he probably needs to put on a little bit of weight.
Or at least a bit of muscle to go around.
Get a bit stronger and attack the basket a little bit more. But for me, it's such a minor thing because he can do so much more around the court. I think his three ball is going to be fantastic once he settles in.
Yeah. He looks good.
Yeah, in game 2 of his NBA career, in the preseason, they drew up a game-winning play for him. He can create NBA offense at an elite level. He didn't make the shot, but I was literally behind their bench as he was walking back to it, and he wasn't fazed by it. Some people sort of get down on themselves and sort of beat themselves up. This kid is like even keel as they come. I think that demeanor can take you a really long way in the NBA. I think hopefully he'll have a bit more emotion like every now and again, but I was really, really impressed by him. The other thing that I thought, he was very coachable too. Like, he was listening to his head coach. He was listening to the assistant coaches. He was listening to the other veterans on the team that were trying to teach him, and all that stuff. I really like all that. Like, I find that, it's just really reassuring. He's currently injured.
Good. Yeah,
he's currently injured now. Look, if you haven't seen any Ace Bailey highlights, just go onto YouTube and just put in Ace Bailey. You'll see some stuff on there. I think the other thing to look at too with Ace Bailey is like, what's the NBA comp on this guy? I mean, Devin Booker easily.
But he's a bit bigger than Booker, right?
Yeah, but I think their game, like, there's some sort of similarities there.
Okay.
Or I think he's better than Trey Young probably already. Tyrese,
Wow. Okay.
yeah,
I was
Tyrese Maxey is a different type of game, but I think overall NBA talent, he's already more than that. Is he
okay.
going to be better than Donovan Mitchell? Hell yes.
See, I've got him. I've
Yeah.
got him. I've got more of a forward comparison. I was like a younger a Brandon Ingram type, but Brandon
Yeah.
wasn't as versatile.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, when you tar someone with those feathers, like um, Brandon Ingram was tarred with the Kevin Durant comp early, and I think he suffered as a result from it. I think Bailey's got to kind of let him develop his own character before he.
I think Bailey's just an absolute like
But he's a
hooper though.
gun. Like
Like
he just wants the ball. Yeah, you're right.
maybe the fun comp on that would be Kevin Durant actually, because like
Yeah,
KD just like lives and breathes basketball and just doesn't care about anything else.
legit, legit.
That very even keeled demeanor out there on the court. Like, yeah, that's actually like a really fun one. Yeah. Anyway, in terms of me prospecting somebody, I'm saying just go all in on this guy. I am so high on Ace Bailey. I just can't sort of like say it enough. It's going to be real weird though, because I think like traditionally Utah, no one really collects Utah that much. So will that negatively affect his value in the sort of in
In
the
the
short
short
term?
term, yeah, I was
Like
gonna
in sort of
say,
2 to 3 years. Like I think in the first year, because it's rookie stuff, people will be frothing over it. They'll want to buy it, but then once that sort of rookie value comes off a bit, and then people start looking at other prospects. I actually wonder in say 2 or 3 years time, you'll be able to pick up his stuff really cheap,
maybe.
and then potentially down the line, that's when you can get a bit more value out of it. Yeah. Anyway, look, please watch out for Ace Bailey. Just see what you think. If you disagree with me, let me know online. If you agree with me, yeah, please always let me know. I'd love to hear about that. WNBA Kaboom. We have to talk about this. Congratulations to the champs, Aja Wilson. I think I should have done this last week, but I just didn't
Yeah,
get around to doing it. Third NBA WNBA title. She's been the NBA WNBA MVP. She's been the scoring leader, defensive player of the year. It's real funny, isn't it? Because we spend so much time talking about Caitlin Clark when in fact we've got a champion like right in front of our eyes.
yeah.
And so I reckon we should go onto Card Ladder and give her the respect that she deserves. And I'm enjoying looking at this. Alrighty. 2018 Rittenhouse, Aja Wilson, card number 48. 2018 rookie PSA 10, sold for $3,000. I love this. I love this a lot. I think this is a really
Yeah.
good price for a card. I don't think this is like insane value like what it is for Caitlin Clark, but this is like an established, proven veteran in this league who has achieved a whole lot, and that's a very fair and reasonable
Fair,
price for
yeah.
this card.
Agreed. Agreed. And I think we need to see more of that. Like if it's just a Caitlin Clark league, we're in trouble. So I think refocusing the spotlight onto some very, very incredibly talented basketballers is important.
But we've spoken about this, I feel like, on previous shows where we say like the truth is right in front of our eyes, but we're not looking at it, we're not seeing it. I feel like this is the truth right in front of our eyes, right here.
Sure.
Aja Wilson, she's got all the accolades, and her card prices are what, 10 times cheaper than, maybe not 10 times, but 3 or 4 times cheaper than a Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like that's where the market needs to identify that these women need some respect as far as the hobby goes, and hopefully we get some people collecting.
I'm really intrigued by this though. So population on this is 68. Like that's good. That's low. I don't
It's
reckon.
relative though.
Yeah, but if you got thousands of the Caitlin Clark,
Yeah, true.
right?
But I'm talking about relative to collectors. So population of 100 is low on Kobe's because there are thousands of Kobe collectors. Right? The question is how many people are collecting Caitlin Clark to start with. I mean, everyone's got Caitlin, but when you go into the WNBA, it's like Aja Wilson. How many collectors are actually targeting it. That's the
Yeah.
So if Pop 68 is that high because there's less collectors in the WNBA space, and I think we need to grow that space as a hobby
Mm.
before we see growth. I don't know how to do that, by the way. If anyone has any bright ideas, I mean, I think it all starts at grassroots collecting. So I'm not going to segue, but do you know what I mean? Like, this
Well,
product needs to be made available at junior women's basketball. You need to inspire the young girls of the world that do play basketball to, like we do. I played basketball as a kid, and I collect basketball cards, and I love the game.
yeah.
So any women that love the sport, see if you can get them to fall in love with the hobby attached to it.
Well, I mean, pre Caitlin Clark, you could do that. You could pick up WNBA product cheap, and to be honest, you
Well,
could probably
I think there'll
you
be a
could give
market
kids a
correction.
pack,
There
right?
would be. I think there'll be a market correction soon enough where WNBA sales speak for themselves, and they'll have to clear product, and then they become affordable again. And that's when you can focus on the grassroots. That's where, if Panini had any common sense, they would have a lower end product that really targets women in sport and kids to bolster their numbers.
Yeah, so I'll really quickly address that. I think the issue Panini has had with WNBA the last couple of years, it's all gone. And we talked about this a couple of weeks
And
ago
that's
when I was like,
the Caitlin Clark problem, right?
yeah, but it's not just Caitlin Clark, right? Like,
Yeah.
I told you I couldn't buy any hobby at all from like 5 or 6 different shops at. It's still the same this week. It's still the same, right? So I think in general, and I'll loop that back into the Aja Wilson. So if you think about the Aja Wilson rookie card ad, this is much before Caitlin Clark.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
so
true,
I
true.
I think the population numbers on that is actually a true organic number
Yeah.
because no one's submitting that stuff to PSA unless they're collectors. Like it's
Yeah.
as simple as that, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Like
for sure. For
yeah,
sure.
yeah. So I think it's actually a really interesting one. So just really quickly, I pulled up the Caitlin Clark Silver PSA 10. This is the active jump shot one. Population on this is actually 49, so it's less than the Aja, and it's selling for 2,134. That actually surprised me. So technically, the Aja is selling for more than the Caitlin Clark at the moment.
Yeah.
That's kind of like this is kind of cool to me. Like this speaks to my soul. I think overall there's a lot more Caitlin Clark though, because like even on this card alone,
There's
there's the
multiples. There's the
pointing up, there's the
finger. There's
action,
the
there's the number, there's the la la la. So I think overall this, yes, I pulled up one particular number that's less than the Aja, but I think overall there's much more Caitlin Clark out there than Aja. It's time for us to go to another break. US Sports Cards Australia. Thank you for your ongoing love and support. We enjoy working with you. Sports, and I didn't spell cards properly, that's why it didn't come up, but I've found it now. USSportsCardsAustralia.com.au. Go to their website. You will find Ross's pet projects and loves here. Sports breaks. Check out My Cards Australia, singles categories, collectible protection, hobby boxes, sports memorabilia, and of course, Ross's famous toys and water pistols. If you go to Check Out My Cards Australia, there you'll find a card consignment service, which Ross has been working on this night and day, frankly, to get this up and running. Click on the submission page. When you fill out your form, right on that You Can't Comp This, you get a free submission, which is 6 cents off per card for as many cards as you want to submit. Ross will sell them all. He cross-posts them, cross-lists them, posts them out to the people, and puts the cash into your account. It's literally as simple as that. Thank you so much to Team US Sports Cards Australia. Alrighty, Adam, we're back. This is the last quarter of this week's show.
The final quarter. Drawing up some plays now for the final quarter.
Absolutely. Let's get the chalkboard out. We're going to talk about Kevin Durant. This is from Alt, XYZ Official. What has caused this spike in KD's market over the last year? So we've traditionally spoken about Kevin Durant in the way that he seems to be undervalued. He's not very collectible, la la la. So now we've got a fair bit of data to show here that actually it's gone up quite a bit. 2012 Panini Prism was 921, is now trading at 1,386. His Kaboom from 2013 was trading at $5,000, is now at $10,751. His black 2007 Topps rookie card was $667, is now trading at $800. I think this is the one that's the easiest to say that, you've let it get away, because all that rookie stuff was trading for like 100, $200 at some point. It was just dirt cheap. 2007 Topps Chrome Refractor, card number 131, was trading at 3,600, is now at 4,800. 2007 Fleer 86 Retro Rookies was at 258, is now trading at 465. Adam, what do you think has caused this increase in value on the Durantula cards?
I reckon Kevin
Glen
Durant.
Reaper.
I reckon Kevin Durant's created a bunch of burner eBay accounts and has been bidding on his own cards.
So you think he's shined his own cards?
He's shining them. Yeah, he's wonder shining them. Look.
No, I didn't say wonder shine. I said shine. SHINE.
Sorry, wonder shilling.
Allegedly.
He's allegedly wonder shilling. Who knows? He's got a lot of burner accounts. Maybe him and Anthony Edwards are having a competition about who can get the highest card. Anyway,
he has many burners.
He does. I think there's exceptions. I think there's the rookie stuff. Yeah, it goes up. Rookie stuff does gradually. It's not a massive trend. KD in Houston. Oh, well, that's even. Well, is that August? August to August?
Yeah.
It's August. It's August to August, right?
In 12 months. Yeah.
Okay, so movement to the Rockets, maybe. Kaboom is just natural.
Yeah.
Like it could be an Anthony Bennett Kaboom, and it would be worth lots of money. Let's be fair, right? Ben Simmons. It could be anyone.
There's a few data points though. You can't. So even if we take the,
I agree. You take the Kaboom out. I think it's just gradual. There's also that new team Hope, and Houston might actually be. There's a lot of hype around how good Houston are going to be, and I don't know if we get on the get on and see any of Kevin Durant. Let's have a look on Card Ladder at the history, because he's changed teams a few times.
Yeah.
Let's see.
While you're finding that, I'll let you know my theory. So basically, I think this is just a market correction. So I think he's been chronically undervalued. And the other one to easily loop into this and sort of emphasize it, Shaquille O'Neal. So Shaq is also seeing quite a large uptick at the moment. And I think traditionally, so let's just call it the last, say, 5 or 6 years, Shaq has been like wildly undervalued. And I think now people are coming around to that sort of, realization that actually this is quite good value, and more people are sort of jumping into it. I would just put this into the same thing. I think Kevin Durant has just been undervalued for too long. And now people are just coming around to it. And so, I think it's as simple as that. I don't think there's any conspiracy.
I'm looking at a couple, and it looks like I'm looking at the I just want to look at the last couple of years, because it's the trend in teams. Every time he joins a new team, there's hope, and then it fades, and then there's hope, and it fades.
I think in that sense,
it's a roller coaster.
I think no one cares about. I don't know. I think someone like KD at this point now, you know what he is. He stays with the team for a couple of years, and he moves on, and
hope at All-Star Weekend, hope at the NBA Finals, hope. Well, there was a spike after he got traded, so. And then, it's that, I don't know, maybe there's a bit of false hope. Maybe there's just a bit of natural. I mean, he's one of the all-time scoring leaders. He's not chopped liver.
No.
So, I mean, I'm not going to give him that much disrespect, but I'm just saying that the hope of being in Houston, and they're favored to be in the top 2 or 3 in the West as a result. I don't see it. I see there being a few teething problems, and I think KD's a great teammate.
Fred VanVleet is a massive blow for that team.
For sure. Yeah. But once again, I think you're right. I think there is a bit of undervalued, but I don't know where he's truly valued in the hobby. as far as an NBA, someone that is going to figure in the history of the NBA, he'll be there. He's won the
Yep.
most Olympic gold medals of any player. So he's got a level of longevity in the hobby. I just don't know what the end of his legacy looks like.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think there's a roller coaster if you're part of the Durantula Collectors Club.
Mm.
And I'm sure people will be looking out for those Garbage Pail Kids cards.
That's it. This next one is from Topps. So this is a set that they'll be introducing. It is called 8-Bit Ballers. It's a retro-themed video game trading card. I like it. I think it's really cool. I think if we're comparing it to the Slam Masters or the Jam Masters that we were talking about earlier in today's show, which I've been on the record saying I'm a massive fan of because I loved NBA Jam. In some ways, I kind of like these more because it's like original proprietary stuff as opposed to Panini just like ripping off NBA Jam and probably not giving them, any like kickback for it. Like, why didn't they just do an NBA Jam crossover? That would have been lit.
They might be saving that. They might be saving that.
My only criticism of these 8-bit cards, I feel like they should have leaned into it all the way because it's like it's an 8-bit background, but then the actual player itself is like a full photograph. So why not do it as an 8-bit drawing, like almost like a Minecraft drawing? Just like lean all the way into it.
Oh, yeah. True. Like
somehow they need
background,
to have enough.
The background's a bit airy fairy, I think, and generic. Like it's.
I reckon that's what they should do. Like make it more bit like. I think the photo.
Do you know what I would have done if I was the Topps crew, the creator crew? And look, fanatics, if you do want some inspiration and come to me for ideas, I'm more than happy. I'll have a price, but I'm more than happy to collab. I would have had this set be the background be a landscape. So if you collect the set, it's like a video game in the background.
Yeah. I'm with you.
With like different basketball courts and like a digital, but like a background that looks like a video game, like they're part of
like a Mario game that you're walking across.
Yeah, and then if you collect the whole set, it side scrolls for the whole game.
Sweet.
The backgrounds, anyway.
I like it.
Reach out to me, fanatics, if you need more ideas.
All right, this is also from Topps. Design reveal, your first look at NBA home court cards. I hate these, by the way. Arriving in 2025. These are just literally rip-offs of Downtowns. But they actually just look like the Downtown cards, just redrawn in a different way. So
I like them.
You like them because they're Downtowns, right? Like think of your own stuff, Topps. You don't need to rip off.
I feel like they're a hybrid. You ready for my hybrid?
Sure. Hit me.
It's a Downtown blank slate. White background.
Yeah.
I like it.
I get what you're saying, but at the same time, the blank slate is like blank. This is like quite a
It's like someone's painted the canvas a bit.
Yeah.
I like these. I see the IP infringement you're alluding to.
Oh, it's a freaking direct ripoff. Come on. Actually, now that I've listened to you talking and I'm looking at them a little bit more, you're right. They are kind of cool.
They're like an elegant Downtown. The Downtown's got messy. I think these are more.
There's nothing on the back of the cards. I think that's the other thing I really liked about the Downtowns was that they had that little story narrative on the back.
Fair.
I'm a sucker for all that type of stuff on the back. I love all that. Yeah.
Fair.
Carl Anthony Towns has started his own YouTube channel for card collecting. I think this is a really fun story, to be honest. And I think we need more of this from the athletes. Like we've got Grant Williams, who we know is a collector. We know Giannis has been squirreling away his own one-of-ones for years.
Did you see LeBron open a pack of cards?
Yeah. And coincidentally, there's like a LeBron card
in there. Oh my God. Well, he actually couldn't rig that, but...
Yes, you can. You can scan it. You're telling me Topps didn't scan that packet before they gave it to me? Come on.
Here's the LeBron pack for the LeBron ad. Yes.
100%.
Fair. I'm just trying to be naive and keep my innocence in the hobby.
Please.
Faith in humanity.
It's like, that stuff makes me want to spew, honestly. Like, to be honest, I didn't put that into the run sheet on purpose. Like, now you brought it up, I'm just going to tell you. Made me want to spew. All right, this is from Card Ladder. A DeJounte Murray black 1/1 rookie card sold for $14,400. BGS 7.5, near mint condition. Why the hell did this sell for more than $1,000, Adam? I don't get it. What am I missing here?
There's someone's got a DeJounte Murray PC and I don't know, maybe it was DeJounte Murray's mum.
How many people are bidding against each other on this card to get it up to 14K?
Maybe it was different relatives in the Murray family and they were bidding on the card. I don't know. I actually don't know.
How much of a problem is shilling? Like, honestly, at this point in time, no, I'm serious. Who is paying? Who are you bidding against for this? Okay, so let's just benchmark this. Steph Curry refractor number to 500 rookie card.
Hang on. We'll go back one more to that and go 14 grand for this. I'll do you this, or the Steph Curry slammy for 38.
Yeah, well, I was just gonna say, hang on a second. The PSA 9 is selling for 25.
Yeah.
So for another 11,000 on top of that, you could get a Steph Curry. Like, what are people? I feel like I'm just missing. You know when someone tells you a joke and it kind of goes over your head and you don't.
It just doesn't make sense, and you're just like, "What?" Yeah.
For like 20 minutes, and then eventually you work it out. I feel like I'm in that space right now. Like, what the hell is going on here?
I feel like the more you try and find relativity in the hobby, the less it makes itself apparent.
All right. Anyway, look, people at home, if you could please explain to me why someone paid that much money for that card, I would really appreciate it. We're going to do two more things, Adam. We're going to do the Ringers clip with Bill Simmons and Zach Lowe, where Zach Lowe describes the Sacramento Kings as the Hindenburg of the NBA. And I think that was before Russell Westbrook signed with them. So I think he's going to call them the double Hindenburg after that. The team makes no sense. De'Aaron Fox is gone. DeMar DeRozan is there. Zach LaVine. They've got Keegan Murray, which they've just paid $25 million a year to. They've got Domantas Sabonis, who's been an all-star there. They've got Malik Monk. What's the high point of the Kings this year? What's the low point? What's the middle ground for this team, Ad? What do you think?
I mean, the big positive for the Sacramento fans is they're going to save on electricity. They won't light the beam much this season.
Yeah.
Which is nice, sort of going green and not worrying about energy emissions. I think they're in a real state of flux that they've sort of brought it on themselves.
Yeah.
And I think there were other moves that they were relying on, and things just backfired, and they had to adjust very quickly. And I really don't think they meant to be where they're at.
Oh, look, I think if you take Bagley instead of Luka, and there was a couple of other things they did too along the way.
But even recent times, even the last 3 or 4 years, right? Yeah.
And then obviously they wanted to build their team around Fox instead of Halliburton, and then Fox demands a trade. Like, the whole thing's terrible. The only silver lining I can say here is they've got their own pick in 2026.
Which is good.
They've got their own pick in 27 and a Spurs pick.
Is there any world where this... No, the roster's terrible.
But at least they've got their picks. That is, to me, it's at least defendable. So for me...
So they're not Phoenix, is what you're saying?
Yeah, that's right. The high point of this team is they'll be in the NBA play-in. The low point of this team is they're going to be fighting for the number one. No, like the worst pick in the draft. Like, for me, there's a place where this team completely just goes pear-shaped bad.
Well, Sabonis is injured already, so the question is how bad
does
he come back
injuries,
from that?
And then DeRozan shoots 35 shots a game and doesn't pass to anyone, and Zach LaVine's injured again, and is sooking, and then you've got Westbrook coming in there and agitating everybody and trying to get triple doubles.
But Westbrook doesn't agitate. Westbrook makes people better.
I'm not sure about that ad. I think in
He's a
the
great teammate. I reckon. I don't know. There was something. What if they go well? We'll blame Westbrook because they're trying not to.
yeah. Actually, I'll tie this in really quickly. I know we've said we're going to finish off really soon. I was watching a clip actually just before we came onto pod tonight. This is from Count Up TV underscore 1.0, and they're interviewing Harden and Kevin Durant about why he left OKC or why he was traded. In the comments, it's a documentary that's going to be on Netflix.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I'm just going to pause the pod and then I'll find this. 105. 1 hour, 5 minutes. Sorry, mate.
Good.
This is very much off the cuff. I reckon the comment's been deleted.
They normally censor that stuff out, right?
Yeah, because I liked it. Anyway, all right, we'll restart. 105 to 31. 105, 31. All right. All right, I can't find the comment where it's listed at, but anyway, fingers crossed this is going to be a Netflix or it's going to be a sports documentary. We need to hear this story.
We do.
Like,
we
need to know
yeah,
why
where
this
that
team was broken
thunder.
up.
Yeah.
Look, you're in the camp that Westbrook's a good teammate. I'm in the camp that he's an absolute like maniac and maybe should have passed the ball a little bit more than what he did in his career, but that's just me. I'm not too sure how this is going to work out in Sacramento. I think it could go.
Maybe they did it on purpose. They only got him for 3.8 million or something.
Oh yeah,
so...
look, it's a great pickup in terms of talent versus cash. I've got no problems with that at all.
Yeah.
All right, we don't have a Jordan to close tonight. However, Adam, I found a Kobe to close. This is for you. 1997 Metal Universe Kobe Bryant Planet Medal, card number 3, PSA 10, population 23, sold for $4,680. Adam, froth away.
That is a card. That is a card indeed. Yeah, I want one. That's as simple as that. I want one.
How
if the pop was 24, it'd be even better. But
even better, yeah. How good of a deal is this card? Do you think that this is going to go up more? Is this sort of the higher end? Like, where are you at with this sort of stuff?
I think this is the beginning of the upward trajectory. I think there'll be another couple of spikes.
So you're not worried about the narrative that we're in a bubble at the moment, and
no. So I think there's gonna be the same spike that we've seen with Jordan cards happen to Kobe eventually.
Mm.
And
but looking at that graph, that to me looks like we're seeing the spike already.
But we've seen spikes with Jordan, and then we've seen another spike, like the 4 to 24. So we'll see. Could be a 20K card in 20 years. Who knows?
So in your mind, this is a buy and hold card. You don't need to panic.
Not at all. No, it's Kobe. That isn't changing.
Yep. Thank you to Central Coast Radio listeners. Thank you to our friends in Canada, South America. We had some Russian listeners the other day too, Ad.
Nice.
Which I'm kind of happy about. Philippines, Indonesia, New Zealand, of course, our friends in Australia, Canada, I said that, America, Mexico. We appreciate you all.
We appreciate all of you, and it's big thank you to everybody that listens to us in their cars, that watches us on YouTube, that tunes in on Central Coast Radio.
Correct.
Wherever you listen, we really, really, really do appreciate the support.
Yeah.
Show wouldn't be possible without the listeners. So,
thank you, Adam, and take care.
Thanks, Russell. We'll see you next week.